Hello, and welcome. As you listen to this story, you'll find yourself drifting into a state of deep calm and relaxation, a state where your mind can gently explore new perspectives, uncover hidden truths, and reconnect with the incredible strength already within you. You don't need to do anything at all except listen. Let yourself settle in, find a comfortable position, and let the story unfold. Take a moment now to notice your breathing. That simple rhythm, air coming in, air going out. Feel how natural it is, how soothing. With each breath, you begin to let go of the day behind you. With each breath, your body feels a little heavier, a little more relaxed. And as your body softens, your mind opens to the possibility of a journey where stories unfold like winding paths, where lessons appear like hidden treasures waiting to be found. This is your time to relax, to listen, and to allow the gentle flow of this story to guide you somewhere new, somewhere safe and calm, yet deeply transformative. So, let's begin. Once upon a time, in a land blanketed by rolling hills and ancient forests, there was a village nestled at the edge of a great and mysterious fog. This fog was no ordinary mist. It had been there as long as anyone could remember, swirling thick and impenetrable, hiding what lay beyond. The villagers whispered about it often, spinning tales of strange shadows and terrible things that waited within. Children were warned never to wander too close. Travelers avoided it altogether. And though no one could say for certain what was in the fog, they all agreed on one thing. It was to be feared. Now, in this village, there lived a young woman named Alara. Alara had always been curious, more curious than cautious, which was both her greatest gift and her most challenging trait. She often wondered about the fog. Why did it stay? What was on the other side? And more importantly, why was everyone so afraid of it? But like the others, Alara had never dared to venture close. Until one evening, just as the sun was setting, painting the horizon in streaks of amber and gold, something happened that changed everything. A bird, a sleek black raven, appeared out of nowhere, its wings cutting through the air like a whisper. It landed on the fence post near Alara and stared at her with bright, intelligent eyes. And then, as if it had been waiting for her all along, it spoke. "The thing you fear isn't real, you know." Alara froze, her breath catching in her chest. She stared at the raven, unsure if she'd imagined it. But the bird cocked its head, as if to say, "Yes, I did just speak, and yes, I'm speaking to you." "The fog?" she whispered. "The fog," the raven replied, its voice smooth and low, like the wind through the trees. "It's time for you to see for yourself. But beware. What you find will not be what you expect." And before she could ask another question, the raven spread its wings and disappeared into the twilight, leaving only a single black feather behind. That night, Alara couldn't sleep. The raven's words echoed in her mind. The thing you fear isn't real. What did it mean? Could it be true? As the hours passed, her curiosity grew stronger than her fear. By the time the first light of dawn crept over the village, she had made up her mind. She would go into the fog. When she told the others, they were horrified. "You'll never come back," an old man warned. "The shadows will swallow you whole," a young woman cried. But Alara noticed something strange in their warnings, something flickering behind their fear. Was it doubt, or perhaps something they themselves couldn't explain? Still, she went. With only a lantern in hand, she stepped into the fog as the villagers watched in silence, their faces pale, their eyes wide. The fog was thick, almost alive, curling around her ankles and clinging to her skin. The world beyond the village disappeared completely, leaving only a strange, muffled silence. But Ilara pressed on. Step by step, the ground beneath her feet felt solid and steady. The air smelled of earth and damp leaves, and for a while, it was just that, a quiet walk in an endless mist. But then, the shadows began to appear. At first, they were small, darting shapes on the edges of her vision. She told herself they were animals, birds, or maybe tricks of the light. But soon they grew larger, darker, looming just beyond the reach of her lantern's glow. Her heart quickened. A cold knot of fear tightened in her chest. The shadows didn't speak, but she could feel them watching. And then, as if sensing her fear, they began to move closer. Ilara stopped, gripping her lantern tightly. She wanted to run, but something inside her, a small, steady voice, told her to stay. "What are you?" she called into the fog, her voice trembling. The shadows didn't answer, but as they came closer, she began to see them more clearly. They weren't monsters or terrible creatures. They were reflections, distorted images of herself, her fears, her doubts, her insecurities, all staring back at her. One of the shadows stepped forward, and Ilara recognized it immediately. It was her as a child, trembling in the dark, afraid of being alone. Another shadow appeared, her teenage self, hiding her dreams because she was afraid of failing. And then another, her current self, clutching her lantern, terrified of what she might find in the fog. In that moment, something clicked. The shadows weren't real. They were pieces of her own fear, projected onto the fog like images on a screen. And as she looked at them, really looked at them, she felt something shift. "I see you," she said softly. The shadows hesitated. "You're not real. You're just illusions. You're my fear, and I don't need you anymore." As the words left her lips, the shadows began to dissolve, one by one, fading back into the mist. The fog around her grew lighter, thinner, until she could see the faint outline of a path ahead. She walked on, her steps lighter now, her lantern glowing brighter. And as she emerged from the fog, she gasped. Before her stretched a beautiful, sunlit valley, vibrant with color and life. The air was crisp and clear, the sky a brilliant blue. And there, waiting for her on a stone in the center of the valley, was the raven. "Well done," it said, its tone warm and approving. "You've learned the secret of the fog." "It was never real," Ilara said, her voice steady. "The fear, the shadows, they were all illusions." The raven nodded. "And yet, you face them. You see, the courage to step into the unknown, to face what scares you, is the very thing that dissolves fear. The strength was within you all along." Ilara smiled, a deep, calm certainty settling in her chest. She had discovered something she would carry with her forever, that fear is often nothing more than a shadow in the fog, and the light to dispel it is always within. And so she returned to the village, a new light in her eyes, ready to share what she had learned. And as you rest now, as this story settles into the quiet spaces of your mind, you might notice something, a warmth growing within you, a reminder that the strength to face your own shadows has always been there. So relax now, deeply, completely. Let that warmth grow and let it guide you forward, because the fog is just an illusion, and you already carry the light to see through it. Dream that you are taking a deep breath in as you feel yourself relax even further. And as you exhale, you dream that your eyes gently close. That's it. For now, there's nothing to do, nowhere to be, except here, in this moment. Feel the weight of your body resting where you are, and allow yourself to settle just a little deeper, a little more comfortably. Take another slow, deep breath in through your nose and hold it for a moment at the top. Now, as you exhale, imagine you're letting go of all the tension, all the stress, all the thoughts of the day. Just let them drift away, like leaves floating down a calm, quiet stream. Good. Now bring your attention to the very top of your head. Begin to imagine a gentle wave of relaxation starting there, soft and warm, soothing and calm. It's as though this wave is washing over you, flowing gently down through your scalp, releasing any tension in the tiny muscles there. Feel it moving across your forehead, now smoothing away any furrows, any tightness. Your eyebrows soften, your temples relax. And as this wave of relaxation continues to flow, you might even feel a sense of heaviness in your eyelids, a comfort in letting them rest completely. Allow this relaxation to spread down into your cheeks, your jaw, the muscles in your face, letting go, releasing. Even your tongue rests gently now, no effort needed. Feel the relaxation moving down into your neck and shoulders. So often, we hold tension here without even realizing it. But now, in this moment, you can let it melt away. Imagine that wave of calm washing through your shoulders, flowing down your arms, all the way to the tips of your fingers. And with each breath you take, you can feel your body becoming heavier and more relaxed, as though you're sinking into the surface beneath you, completely supported, completely safe. Now that relaxation moves down into your chest, feel your breath becoming softer, gentler. Each inhale bringing in calmness, and each exhale releasing any remaining tension. That wave of relaxation flows through your back now, from the upper muscles to the middle, and down into the lower back. Any knots of tension simply unraveling, releasing. It moves now into your stomach, your hips, down through your thighs. Feel the weight of your legs becoming heavier, so deeply relaxed, so at ease. The calm wave flows down through your knees, your calves, your ankles, and all the way to the soles of your feet and your toes. Your entire body now feels calm, heavy, and completely at ease. And as you breathe in, you notice how deeply supported you are, how safe and calm you feel, how ready you are to let go. Now, I'd like you to imagine yourself standing at the top of a gentle staircase. This staircase feels safe, inviting, as though it's leading you to the most peaceful, comfortable place you've ever known. In a moment, I'm going to count down from 10 to 1. With each number, you'll take one step down the staircase, feeling more and more deeply relaxed with every step. By the time I reach 1, you'll find yourself in a state of deep, soothing calm, a state that will prepare you for the most restful, rejuvenating sleep you've ever had. So let's begin. 10. Take that first step down and feel your body relaxing even more deeply. 9. Another step, sinking further into calm and ease. 8. Feeling safe and secure, as though you're being wrapped in a soft, warm blanket. Deeper still, your mind quieting, your body letting go completely. 6. Each step bringing you closer to total relaxation, total peace. 5. Halfway down now, and it feels so good to let go. 4. Your breathing is slow, steady, effortless. 3. So deeply relaxed, so peaceful. 2. Almost there, feeling as though you're floating, weightless. 1. Step into that deep, soothing calm now. You've arrived at a place of total peace. And now, in this beautiful state of relaxation, let your mind drift for a moment back to the story you heard earlier, the story about fear and courage. You may begin to dream that you notice something deep within you, a realization that fear, more often than not, is simply an illusion. It's like a shadow on the wall, appearing much larger than it truly is. And as you step closer to it, as you face it, you discover that it begins to fade, dissolve, and disappear completely. You faced fears before in your life, and every time you did, you found strength you didn't even know you had. That strength is within you right now. It's always been there. And as you think about that now, you might notice a growing sense of confidence, a growing sense of peace, because you know, deep down, that you are far stronger than any illusion of fear. And now, it's time to let all of that go, to release any lingering worries, any lingering doubts. They no longer serve you. Imagine for a moment that you're holding a balloon in your hand. This balloon represents anything you've been holding on to, any fears, any anxieties, any stress. And now, with a gentle motion, you let it go. Watch as it floats higher and higher into the sky, carried away by the breeze. Watch until it disappears completely, leaving you feeling light, free, and calm. And as you rest here now, in this peaceful state, know that tonight you'll drift into the deepest, most restful sleep. Your body knows exactly how to relax, how to restore itself, how to bring you peace. And your mind knows exactly how to create beautiful, pleasant dreams. Dreams of courage, of strength, of joy. You are safe. You are calm. And tonight, as you sleep, your subconscious mind will gently reinforce these feelings of peace and strength, helping you wake tomorrow, feeling refreshed, renewed, and ready to embrace your day with confidence and ease. But if you're ready to drift into sleep now, there's no need to awaken. Simply allow yourself to sink even deeper into this peaceful, relaxing state. Feel your breathing becoming slower, softer. Each exhale carrying you closer to sleep. With each breath, you drift further and further into a deep, restorative slumber, one that will last through the night. Your body will rest, your mind will dream only pleasant, peaceful dreams. And when you wake, you'll feel completely refreshed, completely calm, and ready for the day ahead. For now, just sleep peacefully, deeply, effortlessly. Good night and sweet dreams.